Hey guys, this is DT Gaming. So we're gonna do another hotspot video today. So we wanted to do some pike fishing. Massachusetts did a video on catching pikes. He did pretty good. We're at 47.20. Sleepy Hollow, if you guys know what that is. Right here off the bridge. It's the G, oh, not G, FH. Sorry, I just woke up. That's why it's kind of everything blurred me. And the setup we're using is the Funky Minnow F11002 with 2 hooks here. And we're going to cast right back here along the algae lilies. And we just want to do the twitching. So as before, we're just going to try to catch a few fish live. Then after that, we'll jump into a time lapse. Okay, first pike. So far, going consistent. I'm using shift reel if you guys are wondering. That's gotta be a perch. I think it's doing pretty good. Try to see if we can find another 3 kg just in case cap the order. This is nice. It's always nice to get that extra 70 to 90 silver. Always make sure you set your hook on these guys. Chances are you get one of these bigger pikes and they're gonna take off and you don't set the hook. Possibility that it can get off. I lost a trophy here a few months back by not setting the hook. Just some damn pissed at myself for it. It happens. Sometimes you'll miss a fish. See? That's two fish I missed. You know I'm setting the hook, but sometimes you can miss. So two things you want to keep an eye on when you're doing this twitching and shifting reel. Sometimes you won't be alerted if a fish bites, but what you can pay attention to, you see where it shows twitching on my arm, well, basically on the upper part of the tension bar. When that disappears while you're reeling, then chances are you got a fish. Just do a quick reel, see if you got tension on your line, and if you do, just set the hook. Always go slow with the pikes, don't go too quick. Because when I'm watching on Corey, when you're pike fishing, since the water's so clear, you can sometimes see fish coming from afar, trying to get to that lure. So if you real slow, you give the pike a chance to catch up. Like for example, you might be able, a pike could come way back there and swim this way. You don't see it, but if you're really slow like this, you give the pike a chance to catch up. Alright guys, so we're gonna jump into the time lapse real quick, and once we're done, we'll tie up the fish and go to the fish to the cafe order, and then we'll sell the fish. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Okay, so before we go sell our fish here, a viewer asked me how do I set up a carp rod or feeder rod. So this is how you guys do this. Um, so make sure that you have a reel. I'm gonna put the Lasardi on because that's the beginner reel basically. Make sure you have a fishing line. Always pay attention to your load capacity. You got 7.8. So you want to use like a 6.2. Don't use exact 7.8 because that just makes me mean that you have a possible chance of breaking your rod. So 6.2 is fine for this setup. Bite indicator is required for feeder rod. Actually, it's not required, but I would recommend using a bite alarm. You can get the bell. I would, like I said, recommend get the bell, because otherwise it's kind of pointless, because you're gonna sit in there, you're gonna put your rod down, wait for a bite. You're not gonna have no indication of a bite except for your pole bending, but there would be no sound. This is required, so make sure you put a sinker on. So again, pay attention to the test right here, 10 and 80. You should be flying if you're starting out. This is fine right here. And feeder leader, it's optional, you don't need it. But if you guys do feeder, these feeder leaders here, use fluorocarbon if you can. It really don't matter if you use too heavy of a leader, because sometimes you want to have the heavy leader for certain fish, but certain fish you need to use thinner leaders. Just letting you guys know, because the only weakest point is going to be is your line, not your leader. But you do want your leader to be your weakest point in some cases. Hook. You'll probably be using carp hooks and stuff like that. So raised trebles might get good, I guess, for the beginner hooks. That works. Or you can use any hook really if you're starting out. It don't really matter which hook you use. I'm just gonna throw a hook on. Then bait, you can use anything really. You can use red worm, night crawler, bark beetle larva, anything. Now what sets this apart from like float fishing and stuff, you have other rigs here. You get the Paternoster rig, which is a component classic bottoms sinker or feeder, ground bait feeder, and classic or carp hooks, PVAs, whatnot. Then also you have your carp setup here too. Snowman rig, classic pop-up rig. Chances are you guys don't have this unlocked yet, but you'll have these unlocked. So this right here allows you to add feeder to your rod here. So you have a feeder. If you make your ground bait, like for example, you should have this unlocked right from the start. The crucian gibbles. You just need the ground crackers, millet porridge, and sunflower oil. Then once that is made, you just come here, find that ground bait that you made, which is right here. Again, you don't need a leader, it's optional. Bait. Now, bait should be used based on what you got in your mix here. So let's see. We got milk porridge, sunflower oil, and ground crackers. See, this is it don't really matter what this is. This is basically your basic ground bait. I would just use the worm and bark beetle larva works great. Maggot works great. Wet bread, red worms. So basically, the worm, bark beetle, maggot, and the wet bread's going to be your go-to bait for the start. Alright guys, that is enough of that. Let's go and sell our fish. So, did caught some decent pike, which is good. So that should be good silver. If there's a cafe, it'll be anywhere between 70 to 90 silver, if that. And then maybe with the pike we do got, that should at least put us around 50 or 60 silver. So hopefully we make about 150 silver out of this, or a little bit over. So we got 41 fish on us. Sadly, half of those fish are perch. But when you're pike fishing, that's what you gotta expect to be catching. Yeah. There's no pike order whatsoever, but we should have these. Oh, we don't. We need 8 of them. Of course, we 5-bit perch that, but not enough for the cafe, of course. Alright, let me just go sell the fish. So in total, we took about 40 minutes, really. 32, 31. Not too bad. 182. Look at all the perch. Ridiculous. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys do, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.